Go.
Hey guys, welcome back to the third episode of the Scuffcast. Today we have Jackie,
Yo.
we have Devin,
I got AirPods.
we have Daniel,
Hey, what's up? I don't have AirPods.
we have Bass,
Hey, how's it going?
and then there's me. Today,
Who the fuck are you?
I'm Sean, obviously. Everybody knows who I am. Anyways,
no one knows who the fuck you are, guy. Chief, calm down.
You're just a gift.
hey, calm down.
You would think Sean is the one that bought the AirPods.
Anyways, it's like almost 1 o'clock in the morning for me. Bass, do you want to explain to people why we're recording so late?
They forgot my chicken tendies.
I almost spit my water.
Hey. wait, hold on. What the fuck? Wait. What do you mean? What do you mean they forgot your chicken tendies? What are you talking about?
So I went to Whataburger
Oh, Jesus.
to get some chicken tendies because Whataburger is amazing with their chicken tendies. And I order my food, and I'm Snapchatting Jackie, and I'm telling him, I'll be home in like 15 minutes tops. It's not going to take that long. There's not even anybody in there. They forgot my order. And I was there for like 45 minutes, just sitting there, kind of with my hands together, just waiting for them to bring my order. And then I kind of wanted to be passive aggressive, but not like too aggressive. So I got up with my tent, and I stood like right in front of the counter, waiting for him to give me my food. And then finally, the manager came up and he was like, "Yo, what was your order?" And I gave him my, and he was like, "Oh yeah, no, this shouldn't have been taking so long." So he gave me my chicken tendies and also told me that my next meal would be free. So here we are, like an hour later. I got my chicken tendies.
Now, as a frequent orderer of chicken tendies, I can affirm that whenever I go through McDonald's or whatever, they're usually like, "Oh, that's gonna be like a 5-minute wait. We gotta put them in or whatever."
Yeah,
and,
that's totally
5 minutes.
cool.
Yeah,
Because
that's
you get fresh food.
Yeah,
The
that's
tendies are worth it.
Be that one
You don't
day.
know how many times I've had to like go up to customers and be like, "Oh, I'm sorry, we have wait, what was your order again? I honestly forgot. Like,
Wait.
is it right there? Is it this one? Is
But-
this one right here?"
But you
And
work
then
in a
be like,
fucking ice cream
Yeah.
shop, Sean. How can you forgot
I
ice
don't.
cream?
I don't work at an ice cream shop. I used to work at Moby Dick. I used to work at McDonald's. Now I work at Dairy
Wait.
Queen.
Wait.
Wait,
You worked at a place called Moby Dick.
what's Moby
Yes.
Dick?
Moby Dick is a
Hold on. Time out.
It's a fish fast food place.
Listen,
It's a
time
fish.
out.
Oh,
Time
makes
out.
sense.
Time out. You guys have never heard of Moby Dick?
Fuck
No.
no, we're not uncultured swines.
We
The
have-
fuck-
We ain't got that out here.
Fred's
since
Fish
I was
Frying
little-
down in Texas.
My dad's always had a reference. Let's go to Moby Fish and get a dick sandwich.
That's a terrible. That's such a dad joke.
It
That's
really is,
such
but
a
I
dad
love
joke.
it.
At McDonald's, I had to do that a lot and stuff,
No.
especially whenever I was high off my ass.
Oh my
So, like-
god. Wait.
I have something similar to that.
Wait,
at
wait,
Lowe's.
Also,
wait,
I
hold
have-
on,
I have-
hold on,
I
Sean.
have
Are you
one-
the motherfucker at my McDonald's that keeps forgetting my fucking burgers whenever I order on
Yes.
Uber Eats?
Yes,
You
dude.
motherfucker!
It's me.
I
Yikes.
I swear to God,
don't work
every
anymore,
every time. You know what? I'm gonna call them out. McDonald's on Fulton Street in Brooklyn, New York. Stop fucking forgetting my food. I ordered a Filet-O-Fish and a McChicken with a Big Mac and some fries and a drink for me and my mother. And I swear to fucking God, I opened the bag and it's a Big Mac and a fries and a drink. Stop fucking forgetting my food.
Jackie, there's only one solution here. You just gotta drop a diss track on him.
I will. I swear to
Oh
God,
my
I will.
God.
I will call you out. I have my girlfriend's friend works there. If I swear to God, if you ever forget my fucking order, bro, I swear to God, I will hunt you down.
I have one story from Dairy Queen. It happened like 3 months ago. It's fucked. So it was on a Tuesday. I worked like 4:30 and 9:30 and stuff.
No one
And
cares
normally
about
I
the
like-
time frame, but okay.
Normally I work overtime. So whenever I did work overtime that day, I was super fucking high.
Of course.
So that was already bad. I was in treat center. And it was like one of the first times I've gotten high at work. So there's like 4 different orders for up front and stuff. And all of these motherfuckers were like lined up in a line, like it was fucking insane. Like they were just sitting there staring at me the entire time.
Yeah, maybe they're high off their ass too.
The entire time in my head, I was just like, they know I'm high. They know I'm high. They know I'm high. And I'm sitting here trying to make a fucking strawberry sundae, and I spill it all over the fucking hand.
I'll be real with you, Chief. That just
Oh
sounds
my
like
God.
a bad idea altogether.
Oh my god, that's
I turn around. I look at the dude who had the strawberry sundae. He goes, "Really? Did you just do that?" And I was like, "Fuck." Fuck.
I had a very similar interaction. Okay, keep going. I don't want to cut you off.
And there was a snickerdoodle cookie dough blizzard. I put the wrong grain base in it.
Do you not feel like very feminine when you say snickerdoodle cookie dough milkshake?
Not really. Not really.
That sounds like the bitchiest drink I've ever heard. That's like worse than like
Snickerdoodle.
can I get a snickerdoodle cookie dough milkshake?
Oh my god, there's this
fucking
one.
Pumpkin
There's
spice
this one,
latte's
like-
final form.
There was this one like really feminine dude that came in one time while I was in front counter and I was high as shit.
Mm-hmm.
And he could easily tell that I was high because my eyes were squinted and stuff. I was smiling the entire time.
Mm-hmm.
And he leans over. He goes, "You smell really nice." I go, "Okay. I need you to come up here. Take this drink out of my
Is that
counter."
snickerdoodle I smell?
He's like, "You smell kind of creamy." I was like,
Creamy? So creamy.
Yikes.
"Creamy has a smell."
Oh my. Oh god, that's fucking
Dude,
hilarious.
there's so many stories of me being high and just fuck cunts. Sorry. Coming to the freaking store.
It's okay. It's okay.
oh my
We can
God,
pretend
there's-
you just said a fuck ton because you kind of cut off
Oh
the
yeah,
word there.
yeah,
so.
a fuck ton.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you
I
said
had
a fuck ton.
ton of people come in and stuff like that. There's this one time, I know this is messed up, but like, this dude was like, legit like laying on, like in the drive-thru, and everybody thought like he was like OD'd or something like that. Dude ended up like taking 4 bites of an ice cream at one time, and had a heart attack just right on the spot. And in the most fucked up part, his wife, because he was real old, his wife still went in the car and sat there for 30 minutes.
Just chill.
Harold,
with
you
the
gotta
video.
Get up, Jesus
Like-
Christ.
like legit. I sat there because I was on my break for 30 minutes. I sat there and watched this woman just eating her ice cream in her passenger seat of this old like Volkswagen, just sitting there looking in her fucking rearview mirror at her fucking
Wait, so was he like,
drunk husband.
was he just like lying down in the middle of like
Yes,
the
his,
drive?
the weird thing is his ice cream was standing up, so like it didn't fall. Like it was standing up. He made sure like it didn't fall on the floor while he fell.
Oh,
Man, where I'm
no.
from, people would have just driven over him.
No. Like
I'm awaiting a Big Mac.
3 people went around him, and then one person from the inside went out there, knocked on the window of the passenger door. She rolled it down. She goes, "Yeah, what you need?" And she goes, "You know your husband's there on the floor." She goes, "Oh yeah, that happens all the time. It's fine. He'll get up soon."
Oh my god.
That's an issue.
You know what would be really fucking.
Harold, not this again.
And I went out there and I checked on the dude, and like the paramedics came and stuff like that, and like took him up and everything like that. I talked to one of the paramedics. I was like, "Is he gonna be a fine?" He goes. "I mean, if he was holding his ice cream up like that, I mean, he might as well be okay."
The ice cream is the sign of his wellness.
Oh no!
I was like, what the fuck is this shit?
Would have been even funny if you guys like whipped out traffic cones and just put it around him and just like waving cars to go around and be like, "Yeah, don't hit this guy."
You know, my mistake. That's what they would have done.
It would have been funnier if the grandma did that. Just waving people. Go around. It's fine.
Yeah, she's got traffic.
He just does this all the time.
Yeah, she's got traffic
It's the
cones in her
third time
trunk.
this week.
Like, oh my god,
It's his
Jesus.
3rd stroke. Half his body doesn't work.
Third stroke. Oh my god.
He's driving still, but he's honestly shouldn't. It's
Oh
fine.
god,
The
don't-
next joke will fuck up his speeching.
Yeah.
Oh
my god. Oh my god, guys.
Dude.
eh?
Funny thing is I took his order before I went on break.
Oh no.
Like legit, he like
Okay,
hobbled in and
hold
stuff.
on,
Like it
hold
was
on.
so messed up.
Oh god.
And the grandma talks for him because like he's like mumbling and stuff what he wants to her, and she goes, can I have a snickerdoodle cookie dough? And also, can I have one of your mint Oreos and one of your midnight frappuccinos? I was like, oh
Wait.
my god, this is so fucked.
You
I'm
know-
so high right now. I can't deal with this
Sean,
shit.
has anyone here ever watched South Park?
Yes.
You know the old lady principal's voice? That's
Yes,
exactly
yes,
what
yes, yes.
Sean's voice sounds like when he was imitating the grandma.
Oh, don't you know? It's a snickerdoodle cookie dough.
Just like a Wisconsin person.
Oh my god.
I'm from Wisconsin.
Oh my god,
We drink a lot of
wait, hold
soda.
on. Speaking of Wisconsin, Wisconsin people, Goldie is not here tonight because he's being an asshole and he'd rather play League of Legends.
Don't come out of the podcast.
We're calling him out because he's an asshole, and if he ever watches this fucking episode, he's gonna know. I called you out at 11:05. I'll fucking timestamp that for you, Goldie. You're an absolute asshole for doing that.
I love you.
Speaking of different states and stuff like that, Jackie, didn't you have like a bad experience at McDonald's somewhere, like China or something like that?
Oh, just the other state of China.
Yeah. I mean, pretty much. China already owns America. Might as well just be a state.
Oh yeah, pretty much.
But
We have 51
you
states.
you're very correct about
We just
that.
have an extra star in the middle.
It's just a
But
yellow.
it's
that one
It's a big yellow one.
Special star.
It's a big yellow one for China. But yeah, I did. I went back to China maybe like 4 years ago, and I was by myself, so I went to like the closest McDonald's, and to give some like context to everything, I speak a dialect called Cantonese, and the city I went to back there, majority of them spoke Cantonese, but I went up to the McDonald's. I walked up to the cashier. And I was speaking Cantonese. I'm rather fluent because I'm an immigrant, so I know how to speak my own dialect. But so I walked up, and then I shit you not, I got the only worker in the fucking store who did not speak my dialect. The motherfucker,
my God.
the bitch was looking at me like I was speaking English to her. At that point, I would rather just spoken English to her than speak fucking Cantonese. So I was trying to order they have this sandwich back there before they had bacon over here. They had bacon back there, right? So I wanted to order like this bacon burger sandwich or whatever. It was basically a Big Mac with bacon, right? So I'm like, hey, yeah, can I get like, I can't see, like, can I get a number one, which was, Big Mac with bacon or whatever. And she did that thing that people do when they're confused, where they just tilt their, like, how like, dogs are curious, they just tilt their head at you. Yeah. She did that and then looked at me with very bulbous eyes, and I was like, and then I don't know, but for some weird reason, I thought that it would be a better idea if I spoke English with a very Chinese accent, like thinking that would help the situation. I was like, yeah, can I get a number one? And then she was like her head looked like she was about to twist like 180 degrees, and I was just like, what the? And then I couldn't. But like, okay, so how like all McDonald's is pretty much like this. The sign is behind the cashiers and there's like a front counter. So my last resort was, all right, if English didn't work, Cantonese didn't work, I'll start fucking pointing, right? I pointed at the sign, and then she didn't know which one I was pointing at. So then she just kept fucking staring at me like an idiot, right? And then her coworker, right, because this was a relatively busy McDonald's, right? So the fucking coworker next to her, which spoke my dialect, spoke her dialect back to her, which was Mandarin, which most people are probably know better than Cantonese. But so then he spoke to her in Mandarin, and then she was like, she said something back to him. I think it was like, I don't know what he's saying, and then this guy, in like the funniest way the funniest way that he could say it, he was like, yeah, she's a dumbass, she doesn't know Cantonese, what do you want? And I'm just like, wait, what the fuck just happened? And then I was like, oh,
in English?
No, clearly not. I was in fucking mainland China, no one speaks English there. But and then he was just like, yeah, what do you want? And I was like, yeah, can I just get a number one? He was like, oh, and then he was just like, why didn't you just put up like a one like with your finger?
On your finger.
Yeah, and I was like, did I just fucking lose to a Cantonese McDonald's worker in China? Are you fucking shitting me? So then, I was like, my most pissed off moment was when I fucking got beaten by a fucking McDonald's worker in mainland China. I was like,
Good one.
I've never been more angry while eating McDonald's before in my
I
fucking
guess the
life.
saying is right, huh? China #1.
Oh my god.
Back to PUBG.
Oh Jesus Christ! How long have you been waiting to tell that joke since I said number one?
Literally.
Probably about
sitting
like
there the whole time.
probably about like 20 seconds,
Oh
honestly.
my fucking god! All right.
Okay, wait, hang on. So, how big of a difference is there between Cantonese and Mandarin? Is it basically like another language?
It's not basically like another language. It's relatively similar, but the grammar is different. The sounds are different, but the grammar is also different. Like my closest comparison
So
to
it's a
it,
different language.
not necessarily, because it's kind of like British English and American English.
Oh.
It's
yeah,
like
so they have different phrasings.
they have
Is it
different
like
ways
if you
to
try to listen to a Scottish person talk. No offense to Scottish people.
It's hard to understand.
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
really
yeah.
hard to understand.
No, but there's a different dialect for that compares to Cantonese. There's a city in my province that is like the farmland-ish, like the really rural areas. Daniel, I've showed you this before.
Yes.
They speak a dialect that is basically the redneck equivalent of Cantonese. They spoke redneck Cantonese. It was just like it's like mumbled and like jumbled up, and it's just like it's kind of like if you tried to speak script. That's the only way I could describe it. It's like they connected all the characters together and then just said one fucking phrase. But yeah, like the
Chinese boomhauer.
Chinese.
Oh fuck. But speaking of China, do you guys have you guys have any traveling stories y'all want to talk about? Because I'm sure everyone here has traveled before and have some fucked up experience happen to them.
I had one at Disney World.
I got one if I can kind of jump in the queue here.
Yeah, go for it, Daniel. You haven't said anything yet. Let's go.
All right, so as I may have mentioned at one other point on the podcast, I go to lots of really big Magic the Gathering tournaments because that's a thing I do, and it's my favorite. It's a good time. There's like thousands of people show up. They're called Grand Prix. So I went to one in Memphis last month, and there was a bunch of people complaining on Twitter because literally, and I noticed this. Like I walked into the event hall on Friday, which was like the first day of the event, and I just hear like a and like a SoundCloud rapper's going off or something, and I'm like, oh, maybe like their SoundCloud, but their sound system just like started playing some like Lil Pump or something like that. I don't know, or it's trying to fix itself, and it just keeps going, and then I'm like, what's going on down there? I'm noticing like the ground is shaking, and they're like, oh yeah, on the parking level, they're just like using a jackhammer down there. And so, like literally, like all these people are like trying to sit around, play their card game, and it's just going on, and like people are complaining on Twitter. It was pretty scuffed. And then the next day, it was at the hall across the, or it was in like another like event hall thing because it was like in like a huge convention center. But yeah, that was pretty scuffed. Hands down, the most scuffed Grand Prix I've ever been to.
Oh god, I don't have any experience with that. I'd never been to any fucking card game tournaments.
Well, think of it. Now, it's obviously very, very different for a lot of reasons. But think of a somewhat similar atmosphere to like an anime convention, only turn down the cringe by many, many factors.
Oh, so it's basically like an anime expo with no tits and a bunch of sweaty Chewbacca's.
Well, not quite that. Okay, let's listen. Here's how it'd be in Magic. Everyone is like either really fat or really skinny.
So wait. So Jabba the Hutt and Han Solo, technically.
Not quite. Jabba the Hutt.
How are you gonna go from Jabba the Hutt? Oh my god! Wait,
That's a yikes for me.
So
That's
speaking about
a big yikes.
yeah,
Not gonna lie.
speaking about traveling and stuff like that. Devin, didn't you just come back from Florida?
Listen, dog. All I gotta say is I waited Oh, look. I got 2 stories. Panama was hella scuffed. I was supposed to be back by Monday night. Motherfucker, it's Thursday. Wait, no, it's Wednesday, isn't it?
You fucking read. I mean,
It's Thursday now.
yeah, it's Thursday now.
Yeah,
It's technically
Thursday
Thursday.
for you.
You're not
Okay, so
entirely
I-
wrong. You're just half stupid now.
Well, I'm tired. I'm actually tired. I was tired. All right, look. So we waited till Tuesday, and he's like, "All right, look, I'm gonna have to get your ticket." I waited all goddamn day. The motherfucker walked in the house. All right, pack your shit. I'm like, "Do I got a plane ticket?" My aunt Rachel was like, "No." I'm like, "Oh fuck, I gotta ride the bus again."
Oh,
She's like, "Nope." He walked out.
you're walking.
You walking.
He walked out. All right, bitch, what's your shit? And are we about to leave? He's like, yeah. I'm like, oh, great. I get to ride with you for 12 hours. Yeah.
Oh, so y'all drove.
Yeah.
And honestly, this is a
bummer.
missed opportunity because if you'd gotten on like a Greyhound or something, you could have had like scuffed bus people stories.
Real
Oh
shit,
my-
dude.
Like an old ass Vietnam vet.
I don't know about that
I've been
one.
on this bus for 13
Oh,
years.
I don't know about that one, but I do. If we're gonna talk about scuffed bus Greyhound stories, I was visiting a friend up in Boston, and I was on a I wasn't
yikes.
on a Greyhound because those are really expensive, but it's a 4-hour bus ride, give or take, right? So I opted for the cheapest option, which was the Chinese coach buses, right? It was a $25 round trip, which is great fucking value, right?
Oh yeah.
So that I hop on the bus, right, and then I tend to so I like to vape, fucking everywhere, bathrooms, school bathrooms, fucking anybody's, like my grandfather's funeral, I'll vape anywhere, right?
Hold on a second.
Sick clown.
Just went out from the home.
Can you petition to remove the toilets out of the jewel rooms, please?
That's true. Get those toilets out of those jewel rooms, but
Huff
so
one
then
for the
Wait,
dogs.
wait, Jackie. Wait.
what happened? What's
Knowing
up?
you'd be hitting your vape while eating out your girl. Knowing you.
That's
He would blow into her
that's
pussy.
that's NS.
Jesus Christ.
Blow it into her pussy, see if it comes out of her mouth.
I love you, babe.
But, okay. But
Just
We're sorry, Jack's
oh
girlfriend.
god,
Damn.
she's never gonna watch this. She's
not.
never gonna
Her
watch
pussy
this.
blowing O's.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. I just really hope that if we get,
she's blowing those.
she's blowing up.
Jesus Christ.
Oh my
Just
god.
leave that
Oh,
up.
I really hope I really hope what doesn't happen is if we do get big, her mother watches one of these old episodes. She's like, you were blowing O's out of my daughter's pussy. What the fuck is?
That's a large yikes for me,
Oh,
dog.
true. But
I'm trying so hard not to laugh. I'm crying.
But okay, go. Okay, this ruins whoever the fuck just said that. Just Devin, fuck you. This ruins the rest of my story. The rest of my story is nowhere near as funny as this.
Alright, look.
But-
You
but-
tell me, hold on. Since you
Shut
bring
up.
my
Shut the fuck
second
up.
story,
Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. I'm continuing my fucking story.
Bro, listen. We're sorry that she's blowing O's with her pussy. We're really
Oh god. You know what? Devin. At least I have a
She farts
girlfriend.
into her pussy. It's
At
like a
le-
French inhale.
Devin. Devin. At least I have a girlfriend to blow O's into. You cunt.
At least all my girlfriend's mom like me.
I wish I could just like watch this derail from a distance, but I'm involved.
But this is why we're scuffed cats. We can't even stay on topic.
He vapes into it and she pushes it back out and the smoke rings.
Oh god.
That's how you start. You were the last wholesome boy.
Okay.
She shits out a chicken tendy.
Hey, now I'm on board. Let's go.
He goes, "Here's your 4-piece right here, sir."
That's my girlfriend had your chicken titties in her asshole this entire time. That's why you didn't get your order.
Oh my god.
She was waiting for him.
Big O.
Okay, but wait, hold on. I need to finish the story. So,
Wait, this isn't barbecue sauce.
oh
This is
god.
the beach. This is a bathtub. Oh my god.
Okay, shut up. I have to finish this fucking. I have to finish the story.
I think we can. I think we need to
Sean,
move on.
Sean, just fucking mute yourself and laugh. Absolute ass. Oh,
I can't,
We
dude.
killed him.
okay.
Ladies
Bitch,
and gentlemen,
breathe.
We got him.
I'm crying.
Sean's mom walks in. Why are you laughing so much?
Oh god. Yeah, you don't want to get. Yeah, Sean, you don't. Yeah, Sean, you don't want to get grounded again.
Photosynthesis.
It looks like Macho
Photosynthesis.
Man in Hulk Hogan's breathing match right now.
Oh my god. Okay, we gotta stop this right now.
I'm your father.
Everyone's peeking. Everyone's peeking. We gotta stop that right now. Okay, but
Am I?
Okay.
How much longer till we're done with this?
oh god.
I think we should end it there.
No, we're not ending it here.
we're-
I'm
no,
finishing
Jack
my
is
fucking story. So
No, but I'm going after
This is
Jackie.
hilarious.
so Sean, I will just honestly
I'm
serve
still
and meet you.
crying.
I will serve and meet you right now
Okay,
in the
I'll try
middle
my
of this.
best. I'll try my best.
I think he can't get over that she's blowing O's out her pussy, dog.
Oh my god, don't bring it up. Douchebag, don't bring it up.
Oh my god.
Oh god.
Z-Mar would be so proud right now.
Okay. All right.
I
So
don't know.
to continue my story, right? So I get on the Greyhound, right, and then I obviously try to grab a seat in the back so I can blow my clouds in peace, right? No, my girlfriend wasn't with me on the bus. All right, fucker. But absolute fucker.
You're right, she wasn't. She was blowing O's in her room.
Nah, she was
Nah.
getting Bass's chicken tendies ready.
Oh my fucking god.
Oh my god.
Oh god, this is like
Go
this
ahead,
is
Jake.
this is as scuffed as it gets. This is scuffed as it gets. But so then I get in the seat, but I didn't want to get too far back because the bathrooms are in the back, and I didn't want to smell like that porta potty smell. So I was in like middle towards the back, right? I was like probably like 5 rows from the back, and then I sit down, I have my ticket, whatever, and then this couple walks all the way to the back, right? And they sit down, they're loud as fuck. They just kept talking or whatever. And obviously that didn't fucking matter to me, right? But
He's got his AirPods in.
yeah, I had my AirPods in and I was jamming out to some tunes, some big bops. And then out of maybe I'd like to say 45 minutes into the ride, I started smelling, you guys know what Black and Milds are?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
It started smelling like Black and Milds and Newport cigarettes, right?
Oh my god.
So then-
they lit up on the bus.
Yeah, they did. And then I don't know why, but for some weird reason I took my AirPod out to sniff better. I don't know why. I thought that would help me smell. But
That's like
All
turning
your
down
senses
the radio
are
and
dull.
noise
Hang on,
better.
I'm sorry, I can't smell broke. Let me take my AirPods out.
yeah, pretty much.
That's like turning down your radio in order to see the freaking stop signs better and stuff
True,
like that.
true. But so that
Just hold,
I-
just hold on.
Has
Just hold on. Let me
So-
see the street sign real quick.
so that you know how
Oh, yeah,
on
now
on,
you
on
do.
coach buses between each seat there's like a little slot that you can see through.
Yeah.
So then
Yeah.
I peek behind me, and then all the way at the end, I see these whiffs of smoke coming. Because even if you're not hitting a puffing on a cigarette or anything, there's still a stream of smoke that comes out at the end of it, right?
Yeah.
So then I look back and it's a stream of smoke, right? And then I was like, oh my god, right? So then everyone's complaining about the smell, right? And then everyone's amidst everyone complaining, out of nowhere, all you hear is, motherfuckers, I need a fucking smoke right now. Shut the fuck up. And then I was just and then the whole bus went quiet. And then I couldn't help it, so that it was dead silent, and all you hear is just me laughing like a fucking idiot, because I was the only one that thought that was fucking hilarious. And then he was like, "Who the fuck is laughing at me right now? I swear to God, I will put out this Black and Mild in your asshole." And I was like, and I couldn't fucking speak. I was just like. And I was like, and then he
He's had a Vietnam flashback.
and then he was like, yeah, that's right, that's what I fucking thought, right? And despite this being a Chinese coach, but I will like to confirm right now, without mentioning this man's race, that he was not a Chinese person. The couples were not
white.
Chinese. I'm not telling what it is because it
They're
would,
crackheads.
pretty much they had that very distinctive crackhead look. That hair
Yeah.
falling out, even though they're old, and that kind of a look. So then we get off at this pit stop, right?
Somebody say chocolates.
Yeah.
Did somebody say chocolate?
No, it wasn't. It wasn't the stroke grandma. All right.
Did somebody say black?
It wasn't
pile?
stroke grandma.
SpongeBob trying to sell her chocolates.
But
Snickerdoodle cookie dough.
But then, so then we there's like a pit stop because it's like a 4-hour ride. So like 2 hours in, they stop somewhere. You know, there's like fast food and you can get food or whatever, right? So we get off the bus, and this man, and then they're at the end, right? So they get off last. So then everyone's out, and then when they walk out, everyone just looks at him, and he has like he relights his Black and Mild, and then everyone's like kept staring at him, like glancing at him. You know, like that look that you give someone like when you see a crackhead, like where you want to look at them, but then you don't want them to notice you. So you take like
they're gonna start
yeah,
fucking your day up.
yeah, pretty much. And then he, I guess he caught like people noticing him or whatever, and like so then the guy just like waves his he's waving his Black and Mild around like it's a fucking wand. He's like, keep fucking staring at me, I'll put this out of your eye. And I'm just like, in my head I'm like, what is up with this guy putting out it?
Went from his ass to his eye.
No, because people were
good.
looking
That's
at him.
contagious.
No, it's because people were looking at him, right?
Crackhead warrior.
And then in the head, and like back of my head, I'm just like, what the fuck is up with this guy putting out his Black and Mild? Like, if he really wanted to put it out as Black and Mild, or just do it on the bus, like Jesus fuck. It was just such, and then the entire, and then like the bus driver, you know, we get back, and then the bus just smelled like air freshener. I guess like the bus driver just opened all the windows and aired it out, which was like really nice of him or whatever. But that was probably the most scuffed bus ride I've ever had in my fucking life.
I imagine anything like that involving public transportation and crackheads is bound to be
It was
scuffed.
technically not public. It was just a budget transportation. Let's just put it like that. You get what you paid for, I guess.
On the coaches at Disney World and stuff, there's this one like, I want to speak to your manager type lady and stuff.
Karen.
Like she was,
It's
yeah,
Karen.
she was, yeah, like Cassidy or something like that. Yeah. Anyways, she like
I just brought back a childhood.
she had her baby like strapped to her front and stuff, and she was like yelling at the bus driver. She's like,
How much longer is it gonna take in order to get to the fucking place?
and he was like, about like 5 minutes, lady. Just go sit down. You have a baby with you. She goes, I don't give a fuck about this baby. I'm trying to have my own fun. I was like, bitch, what the fuck?
I just imagine her like this baby empty.
Just like an empty Coke bottle, you grab it by the head, just start throwing it.
Oh god! Please don't throw your babies. Please, if you're watching this, do not chuck your babies.
We the Scuffcast do not condone baby abuse.
Yeah, please don't. Please don't.
We have to cover our tracks.
Yeah,
like
yeah, we're safe. We're safe. We said we
Someone
don't
just said that to
support
my
it.
dad when I was younger.
Anyways,
that.
childbirth, it's a wonderful thing, huh? Yeah. This is a wonderful thing. You know, you just shit out a baby. It's great.
Shit out of
I
baby.
don't know if I describe it.
I don't think that's how it works, Chief.
The least technical term.
So
Yeah,
listen,
pretty
can I
much.
get to my second story now?
Yeah, go
Yes, please,
for it.
please,
Go
please
for
do.
it.
Go
Go
for
for
I
it.
mean, yeah, we were waiting since the fucking beginning.
Well, y'all kept going. I'm over here just listening, you know, being the little ear hustler I am. So let me just get right into it. It was me, Sean, our buddy Dylan, our buddy Austin.
You got a
Sean's-
message?
I know. And Sean's big brother, Ted. We were
You
going
just
to
gigging cut out.
Fuck!
I heard him say Ted.
I heard him
Yeah,
say
that's
Big
not a-
Brother.
You didn't hear nothing, right?
No, we
Just,
heard.
just start over from all the people you were talking about.
Yeah.
I gotta start all. Okay.
Just
it
start.
was
Just start fast.
Me, Dylan, Sean, Austin, and his brother Ted. We all. Fuck.
No, that's how you should say it. No, we got
I had to
loaded.
burp. Shut up.
We got
Okay.
loaded.
I know. I wasn't done. I had to
No,
burp.
you said we all fucked. Yeah, that's not okay.
Sorry.
We're not all fucked.
Oh
We
god.
got loaded, all right. And what the plan was, we got Little Caesars. We were going to go to Field Screams. That's like 100 maze in Louisville. So when we were going out
Fucking
there,
hilarious.
we were trying. Austin was in the front seat. His big ass doesn't know how to hit a blunt. He's over here lining it in fucking pure daylight, and then there's Ted looking at him like he's a retard. What the fuck are you doing? Put that shit down. And then there's me and Dylan, and Sean is looking at him like, God damn it, Grimace, what the fuck are you doing?
No, I was sitting here just in the back, just loaded as fuck. I was going, Austin, if you don't stop doing that shit, I'm gonna smoke the rest of it. I swear to God.
And then
Don't
me,
test
We
me.
the Scuffcast do not condone drug use.
bullshit.
It's
I
legal
don't
in
know.
most states, so I mean they don't know what state I live in. Or we live in.
True, I don't
He
believe
preceded that story with Louisville.
that is true.
Or where Devin lives. Yeah,
Where Devin
Oh,
I
lives.
live somewhere else.
Yeah,
Alright, yeah. Where Devin
Louisville,
lives, you know?
Mexico.
I visited.
Louisville, Mexico.
Christmas
It was
Island.
just, it was just a visit. It was
Yeah.
just a
And,
visit.
and when we were going there at the time, Sean was talking to a specific girl named Megan. And
I got head from her
Megan.
the first time I met her.
all right, Sean, shut up.
You better hope the
Sorry.
Gotch doesn't watch this video if we put her on
I don't
blast.
fucking care.
Oh god, you want to drop a diss track on Megan right now? I'll give you 5 seconds.
I'll give you a beat.
She can't
so
suck dick.
She got fucked up teeth.
Oh no.
Oh, that shit hurted, bro.
Oh.
That was not cheap. That was
That's
not.
in this whole woman's career.
Oh my god. All right, Devin,
Ended my
continue.
whole
Devin,
blowjob.
Devin,
Alright,
Devin,
when we got to the
continue.
Field of Screams, everyone was just in a good mindset. And after we got in there, we were just
No,
waiting
we
on
were
a long-
fucked, cunt.
we like everyone decided to wear short sleeves, and then I'm over here with a flannel, and Sean's over here. I'm fucking cold. Next thing you see,
Dude, I legit wore only like one like long sleeve shirt, and it was like 13 degrees out. I was sitting here like huddling up next to her and stuff. I was like, please just keep me warm for a little bit. I'm dying over here.
then
Like,
she
I actually thought I was
proceeded
gonna
to
die.
she proceeded to put her cold ass hands, on my back, and I'm over here just like.
Bro, it was the funniest shit I ever seen in my life. Cause like he would just be talking to Ted and stuff about whatever, and then I'll be like, Megan, do it, Megan, do it. She just does it. He goes, you motherfucker, shit, fuck. Like and just screaming out in the line and stuff. The freaking the like Halloween people just start coming out towards us and stuff. I'm like, oh my god, why do we do this? This is scary.
Then there's that
This
bitch
is
on
scary.
stage with the twirly fire, puts it in her mouth like a whole ball of fire.
She
down
could've
her
got
throat.
Wait. Where are you guys
She
going
could've-
that there's
she could've got
stages
the
and
dick.
fire?
It's called
She
the
could've
Field
got
of
the dick.
Screams. It's popular, but it's really garbage.
I don't
I've
even
never heard of
remember,
that.
dude, bro. I was
What
fucking.
is it?
It's
What
just
is the- what
it's
is
just it's like a haunted field where people
Oh,
just,
I remember whenever we were going through it. Freaking Ted and Dylan were up front, and they went through the door first, seeing the dude coming their way, walked behind me and Megan, shut the door. I open the door up. This dude grabs me by my shirt, throws me in. I look around. I go, bitch, what the fuck you doing? Don't be touching me. And the dude just starts laughing his ass off. I was like, dude, don't think I'm playing around. I'm hot as fuck. I'll knock a bitch out.
Sean, are you a small boy?
Nah, I'm 5'10".
Oh, okay. That's still shorter than me, but okay.
At the time, I was 100 pounds, but now I'm 205. So, like,
you got fat.
shut the fuck up.
Yes,
Alright,
a fellow
and-
thick boy.
Into that night, it was me, Sean, and Austin. We were walking through this little path while Ted, Megan, and Dylan were in front. This lady with the little squeaky toy pig came out of
Oh,
nowhere.
not her.
Do
Not
you
her.
know where the piggy's mama is? Out of fucking instant, I pointed at Austin's fat ass.
Dude,
Do people
remember-
just, like, go here and do drugs? Like what?
Dude, you remember the one like haunted asylum or whatever? And whenever it was the purge, the dude said,
Are you gonna vote for Johnny?
and Dylan said, "Nah, I ain't. I'm voting for Dale." And the dude starts chasing Dylan. He starts gunning off like straight to the cars. Because we were like at the end, and at the end you have to like pass through this like metal detector thing or whatever. And the dude had a chainsaw. He starts chasing Dylan for no reason. Like, actually, it wasn't even Dylan who said it. It was my older brother that said it. And he thought that Dylan said it. It was hilarious because Dylan just took off like honestly like the new Sonic trailer. Like, you know how scuffed that was? He ran scuff. Like he tripped. He fell over everything. Like he just.
Now the trailer for Sonic is not out yet. But there was a leaked screenshot. Can we talk about that now, please?
No, I'm not
Yes,
finished.
yes.
But
Oh my
prior to the Field of Screams, I fucking twisted my ankle at Sean's house when we were playing basketball. He went up to do it for a layup. I tried to block. I landed wrong. And then fucking Austin, they were like, "You got your ankles broken." I'm like, "Bitch, I'm still walking." Later on that night,
Yeah,
Yeah, but you were limping, cuh.
That's
No,
the
I
favorite
was,
got your
ask Sean,
ankles on lock, brother.
ask Sean. I wasn't limping the whole night till we got in the car.
Yep.
Right as we got to his house, I said, I can't move my leg. I can't move. I'm crippled.
My
I'm Jake
leg.
Swanson.
My leg. Anyway, so screenshot was leaked from the live-action Sonic the Hedgehog movie.
Cuts in an image of the screenshot.
Maybe
That's if Jack does
if we're feeling like it. So before the screenshot was leaked, I like how people thought that already just knew it was gonna be bad, right? And then we just have the screenshot of him like running behind like a car or something. It's just, oh my god, dude.
He's on the hood of a cop
Hollywood,
car.
when will Hollywood learn? When will they learn that their actions have consequences?
All right,
See,
so
in my opinion, the leaked image of Sonic doesn't look as bad as the one that they released where he's on top of the bridge. I expected him to look way
Wait,
worse.
Is the bridge one real? I thought that was a meme.
No, the bridge one is legit. As far as I know, the bridge one's legit.
wait, hold on.
Yeah.
Yikes.
Hold on.
So when I saw the bridge one, I was like, "Oh man, this is really scuffed. This is gonna be terrible." And then they came out with the movie poster where he's like all shadowed. And I was like, "Oh yeah, no,
Yeah.
this doesn't look good." And then this leak of Sonic sitting down in the cop car, it doesn't look as scuffed as the last two do. I still think it's gonna be a shit movie,
Same.
but yeah, it just
Wait a minute.
What's your take on it, Jiggy?
Hold on.
it changed the way he looks, and he looks better now.
Hold
Yeah,
on.
he just looks scuffed, dude.
I'm not trying to talk about this. I have something kind of important to bring up. So
Okay.
so that like 3-ish minute pause where I was like dead silent and whatever, I muted my headset because my mother came in, right? So I muted my headset and I also pressed the mute button for my like computer sounds. So I
So
wouldn't.
you were here like 3 minutes of what we were talking about.
Okay. See, the thing is though, OBS still has it ticking where it's like, still showing that you guys were talking, even though I turned off my computer sounds. So technically, I don't believe I lost anything, but
So technically, you have more editing to do. Is that what I'm hearing?
pretty fucking much.
Possibly,
But not
yeah.
even gonna
Yeah.
lie though. I'm not
It's
even
your
gonna
own
cut this out. I'm not even gonna cut this out. If it was silent, I'll cut it out. If it wasn't, then I'm not even gonna cut this entire bit out. Fuck
Yeah.
this.
If it
Yeah.
wasn't, then you guys at home will not know what we're talking about.
Yeah. You guys have had zero fucking idea about whatever the fuck Devin and Sean were talking about.
That's why we're the Scuffcast.
Yeah, shit editing and interruptions in the middle of my fucking.
Shut the fuck up.
All right, fuck you. Piece
So
of
Sonic the
shit.
Hedgehog.
Oh yeah, so yeah, back to Sonic the Hedgehog. Yeah, the movie's gonna be shit.
Wait,
Oh,
hang
yeah,
on.
absolutely.
Hang on. Do we want to just like start that bit over on the
No.
assumption-
No.
If anything, we'll cut all of this because then I could just cut to the part where Sean's whoever the fuck was just like, so the Sonic the Hedgehog movie. I just cut that. That's fine. So yeah, it works. But yeah, the movie's gonna be absolute garbage. I feel like any cartoon that has become a live action movie has become trash. Super Mario
Agreed.
Bros. Live action garbage. The first Tomb
yeah.
Raider garbage. What else was there? Street Fighter absolute trash. What else was there?
Dragon Ball Z.
Dragon
Why are
Ball
they trying
Z.
to make everything live
Absolute
action? Can we talk about
Okay.
that for a second? Why are they making so many like animated movies?
Because
and
a
games
call
and
for
stuff
money.
live
It's a
action?
It's a really easy way. So they make a really low budget movie with a very like big name, and then it attracts a big demographic in to watch it.
No. See, it's because they're like, we have to corner the market on the millennials.
Not the millennials per se.
There's just one dude in
gamers.
the corner.
It's not like
Yeah.
a sober Heath Ledger. Stop.
Like the dude's just sitting at the round table or whatever. He's just like, we need an idea. We need it fast. We need more money. There's just a dude just blowing on his fucking jewel or whatever. He goes, how about we make like a real action of every like game or
Yeah, you guys
movie
remember
ever.
the live action Avatar: The Last Airbender? Oh
Yes.
my
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
trying not
Oh
to.
Dude,
my god,
Dude, that movie
really
could have
trying
been
not to.
so good too. Like I was,
Yeah.
oh my
Look
god,
how
I'm
they
so
massacred
hyped
my
for
boy.
it.
fucking Christ! They
His name's-
absolutely ruined it.
Ong.
His name's
Why
Ong,
all
not
over?
Ong.
Ong. Jesus.
Ungang.
No, actually, you know what cartoon would translate really well to live action? I think King of the Hill could have a shot.
Oh.
Actually, do you guys want to talk about the Dragon Ball real action movie
No.
that came out
No,
a
I
long
actually.
time
really
ago?
It looked so trash. I
Sorry.
didn't even bother watching.
You guys
the
remember
trailer.
what Piccolo looked like?
No.
Oh my god.
I don't.
Stop!
They ruined the sacred character of Master Roshi.
Please don't make me think
can't.
about Dragon Ball Evolution because that does
Yeah.
not count as a Dragon Ball movie.
That's not
That
canon.
counts as a fuck up.
Yeah, it's not canon. It's not.
I was
canon.
actually like so looking forward to it too.
Oh
Like,
my
I actually
God.
kind of looked
Wait,
decent at
let's-
first, but
for
like you
people.
just watch it, you're like, what the fuck?
Yeah, for people who don't like who haven't seen the trailer for that, or frankly like too young to remember that trailer. Imagine the Kim Possible live action, but like
Ooh, there's
but-
another one.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, but like
For the
it's
love
like
of God,
yeah.
please
Imagine
stop.
imagine that one, but like about 2,000 times as bad, because that's how bad it was. Dragon Ball Evolution.
Goku, you have to go to high school now.
Oh my god.
Oh no.
It was.
I was like, what?
I've
I'm
like.
out here practicing kung fu and shit. I was like, what the fuck is this?
I think they were trying to
He
make it
didn't even know the Kamehameha.
They're trying to make
Yeah.
that Karate Kid, but even that is like, for as culturally relevant as it is, it's not that great of a movie. Like,
Wait, which one? The first Karate Kid or the second one?
literally any of them, in my opinion.
Oh,
Nah, the one with Jackie Chan was
it was
fucking
okay.
lit.
Yeah, it was pretty good.
I haven't seen that one. I saw the one from like the 80s or whatever.
Yeah. That was the OG.
That
one.
one's that one's OG.
That's the one that if you ask people from
you guys
that
know
era,
that
they'll like
You
it.
guys know that they have like a continuation of that, like on YouTube original and stuff.
I saw that. Yeah, Cobra Kai. Well, I didn't
Yeah,
watch
yeah,
it, but
Cobra
I saw
Kai.
it was a thing. Yeah.
Wait, Cobra Kai is a continuation of Karate Kid?
Correct.
Yeah.
I
They
had
expanded on the lore.
no fucking. I'll be a fucking pickle in a jar. I don't fucking know shit like that.
You'll be a Piccolo in the Dragon Ball movie.
I'll be a Piccolo in Dragon Ball Evolution. I don't fucking.
Oh,
I'll be a hobo on a
that
ham
game
sandwich.
was.
I'll be
You
Krillin
guys
being
ever
useful.
played that game on PSP, dude?
Which one?
Dragon Ball Evolution.
No, I used to play Dragon Ball.
Now that's what you call poor.
I downloaded it on my phone because the PSP emulator or whatever.
Oh, okay.
Dude, I played it.
Uh,
Oh my god, it's so scuffed, dude.
Could it be as scuffed as me mentioning that we might have lost 5 minutes worth of footage?
similar levels of scuffed. Yeah.
I don't know, maybe a little bit more scuffed than that.
Oh my
Maybe a little
god,
bit
it
less.
cannot be. Okay, all right, very interesting. Well, we're
It might just be
actually
on par.
we're actually approaching 50 minutes right now, so I think we can call it a night. It is actually relatively late.
Yeah.
So if everyone
Sure
wants to
is.
call it a night, we're settled on
All
calling it a
right.
night.
Do you want me to go ahead and
Yeah,
do the outro?
yeah. You can do the outro. You know what? Give the young boy a shot. Go for it. Do the outro,
All right.
Sean.
Young lad.
Thank you guys for watching the Scuffcast. Make sure to tune in to the next one. We'll be having them every 2 months, right?
No,
Or every month or whatever? Like
More
2 every
than
month?
that.
Yeah, two,
two every
yeah.
month?
2 to 3 every month. Don't set any
Okay.
expectations for the Scuffed
Yeah,
cast.
yeah. We're scuffed, like
Yeah,
as
we're
you can tell in
scuffed,
the
so-
title and how we're.
Yeah.
Anyways, does anybody have any last words on what they
got
want to
you.
get out before?
Yeah.
Like, comment, and subscribe.
Yeah, true. Please follow us on everything. I want. Yeah.
Oh, also give us suggestions on different topics that we can talk about.
No one
Yes.
comments on our videos. Literally nobody comments on the videos.
Well, hey, if they want to start commenting on our videos,
Yeah, you can
Yeah.
start
Yeah,
commenting.
give us some topics.
Yeah,
man.
give us some
We'll talk
topics to talk about. Yeah.
We're still pretty
Yeah,
small,
gives
so, we'll
gives the
probably see 'em.
people a chance to like
Yeah.
give us what they want.
Oh my god!
All
Imagine,
right.
imagine YouTube trolls or like little kids are just commenting on our videos like talk about vaginas.
Talk about
We already did
Minecraft
that.
Queequels and how they look like penises.
Talking about your girl vaping again.
Oh my god! Oh, we're not
Dude,
bringing
we
that up.
need more O's. Put some more O's in the chat.
Oh.
Put the whoa,
F in the chat. F in the chat for my girlfriend. Oh
Alright.
my God.
But I'll end it right here. Once we get a Patreon, you will all listen to Sean saying the naughty woods on the $5
I'll be
a
saying
week.
a lot of
Mm,
disgusting stuff.
making promises again. So
Yeah. Don't make any promises.
future lore. Future
I
lore.
said if.
Yeah,
If
true.
Only if you guys want it, I will
Yeah.
do it.
True.
If and buts were dick and nuts, we'd all be screwed.
Heck yeah, brother. You already know it.
All right, so everyone.
Anyways,
okay.
I'll see you guys. We'll see you guys next time.
Yeah.
Just
Shut up,
make sure you
queer.
guys.
Oh wait, we have to
tune
do
in.
the same.
Okay,
we have to.
okay.
We
I don't
have
think
to.
we can include that part.
Yeah, we need to say goodbye all at the same time, all right? So,
right.
3, 2, 1. Goodbye.